Good morning, everybody. Monday morning, May 2nd. So let's talk about this next challenge that we have in front of us, or at least I have in front of me. I would assume a lot of people will have this challenge. And we're going to have to figure out how to get through it together. And that is, I guess, expenses, less money to go around, higher costs, and all of that stupid stuff. And I want to say, one, I have been through this before several times, and I've always gotten through it. So I had to spend this weekend thinking about what my options were. Because when you come to this point in life, you have two options. One, you either figure out how to make more money, or you figure out how to cut expenses. And the only way that I can, in my mind at this moment, know how I can make more money is, push more videos on YouTube, try to do more quantum healing sessions. And that was a little bit daunting because I was already a little stressed out from trying to do too much. So for me, that didn't feel like an option to push more things on my plate. So the other option was figure out how to cut expenses. And where did a lot of my expenses go? Well, a lot of it went on the grocery bill. I am happy to say that probably last August, I started doing a lot of major collecting of shelf-stable foods. I mean, I literally have this cabinet back here is pretty full, and I have boxes in my bedroom and my bedroom closet of honey and syrup and pasta and cans of chicken and tuna and different things that aren't going to go bad. But I have access to all of that stuff, and I'm really glad that I do. So that was one of the things that I started thinking about, is how to start utilizing a lot of that stuff that I bought over the last several months, instead of just letting it accumulate and not ever doing anything with it. I also am very aware that I have a tendency to waste food. And over the weekend, I watched a couple of videos. I like watching homesteading videos, and I like watching grocery hauls from large families. I'm not sure why, but I get enjoyment out of that. And I get a lot of ideas from those women that have large families and live on homesteads. They are the ones that know where to pinch pennies when they need to. They make a lot of their food homemade because it's cheaper and it's healthier. And I greatly appreciate that because, I don't want to eat a lot of processed foods. I do not eat out a lot. And I'm always looking for good recipes to make. So two of the videos that came over this weekend, and I will try to put them over on Telegram if I think about it, is our tribe of Minnie, and they have 11 kids, and she did like 10 or 12 different ideas of things that she does to save money when things get tight. And then another gal who has a homesteading channel did a video on realizing how much food they waste and how to not do that. So I am listening to what they are saying, and I'm going to start doing what I call my own pantry challenge. And one of the ways that I'm going to do that is, which I'm kind of excited about, because again, I'm looking at what's ahead of us as a positive challenge. I know I can get through this. And B, it's going to give me different foods to eat, because I'm going to have to go into my food storage and start making up some different things. So anyway, I also live 5 minutes walking distance from the grocery store. It's like right behind me. And now that the weather is better, there is one sure way for me to save money on the grocery bill, and that is not to drive. And if I walk over there and I take one bag or maybe two, I have to walk back with that stuff. So I'm not going to be over buying anything if I have to carry it back to my apartment. So So that is also kind of in my head of like, that's definitely one way to cut back on some expenses, is if I'm walking my ass back to the apartment with all that food, I'm not going to buy anything that I do not need. I've already stocked up on a lot of stuff, so now it'll be like fruits and vegetables and the bare necessities, and not stocking stuff for future purposes, but using what I already have. Last weekend I made banana bread with some flours that I had in the cabinet that I had really not even done anything with. I had some chickpea flour and some cassava flour, and I have accumulated different healthy things over the last 2 or 3 years that maybe I didn't use as much of. I'd use it for a while and then I would get out of the habit or whatever. So I'm going to start intentionally pulling stuff out of my cabinet that maybe the shelf life is almost over here in the next 2 or 3 months, and try to get that used and not buy anything else unless I absolutely need it, and try to get through some of that, not waste that, and don't do something stupid like buying all of this stuff and then just letting it sit there until the expiration date is way past its due, and then it doesn't taste good. So that's my main goal here in the next few weeks, is I can make stuff and I can have a few bites of it and leave some of it here at home for me, and then I can take it into the office. And they ate that banana bread up like crazy last week, and I got to taste some of it, and then yesterday I improved upon it, and man, that second batch was like awesome. It had been so long since I had made banana bread, I didn't even have a loaf pan anymore. So now it's all in little muffin things and little cornbread, like triangle muffins. So that was fun. I was like, I'm going to look at this as a good challenge of, I'm going to get to eat some fun food that I have literally stayed away from for a long time. And now I've got people at the office that'll eat my leftovers. I know they always enjoy that, and I have a plan. Also, there are other ways to get through this, and I have done this before. If you have to get your hands on some money, here are a couple of ways that can be done as a last resort. I have I guess it's a life insurance policy. I'm not even sure which exactly kind it is, but it is one of those that you can borrow money from. And I have done that in the past before. So that is a place that you can, it's with Prudential. So it's a place that you can get your hands on some cash if you need to. Many people have a 401k or whatever through work, and that is also a place that you can get your hands on some money if you have to. So again, everybody's got two choices here. They can figure out how to make more money, or they can figure out how to cut expenses. And a lot of the ways that I'm going to cut expenses, I've already learned how to make that tooth powder. I did that over on the other channel. And so I'm not going to be spending, money on toothpaste anymore, because I've made it with that bentonite powder and salt and baking soda and different stuff. So I've got toothpaste. I actually like it. I don't know if it's whitened my teeth a lot, but maybe it has. And I certainly feel cleaner than the toothpaste that I was using. I also use deodorant cream, and I have used that for several years, ever since I saw one on Shark Tank where they made some sort of deodorant cream that was like all natural and healthy and not aluminum and all the crap that they put in a lot of the stuff that we use on our skin. So I have a recipe for that. I think I have all the ingredients to make that. And I can save, I think, $13 to buy a little bottle of that, and I can probably make 3 of those for less than $13. So that's one of the ways that I'm going to save on money. I've also, like I said, a lot of these homesteading people, they know where to pinch pennies and how to make homemade stuff. So I looked at some stuff on like homemade laundry over the weekend, laundry soap. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but that's kind of my plan right now, is how to make some of this stuff that that would like literally nickel and dime me to death from buying it at the store. It's processed. It's probably got shit in it that I don't need to be having in my body anyway. So now I'm looking at, as I'm taking my health to even another level by doing this. So my question to you is, what is your plan for getting through these next few months until, we'll just say, maybe the RV happens, or Jasara Nasara finally kicks in and things start showing up in our favor? Because I don't think this is going to last forever, but we've got this to look forward to in the next few months, and we can get through it. It's just a matter of wrapping your head around it and thinking about it in a positive manner, and knowing that you have the fortitude to get through it. So what ideas do you have? Do you have any homemade stuff that you make all the time that saves you money, and you've got a great recipe? I'm open to that. And again, I'll throw out some channels that I watch. I love Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. She's where I got the tooth powder recipe and the deodorant cream recipe. I also watch that Our Tribe of Mini, and I will throw that video up. And just several homesteading channels that I like to watch, where they do a lot of the different homemade stuff. I'm not a canner. I'm not going to be a canner. I don't have the space to do all of that, and it is just me. But there are certain things that I can do that I use on a regular basis, where I can cut expenses, and then I'm not going to have to stress myself out by working harder. I am working smarter. Don't work harder, work smarter. So I guess that's what I am in the process of doing, is working these next few months smarter and healthier, especially if I'm walking to the grocery store instead of driving. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents today. If you got any great ideas of how you foresee the next few months, and how getting through some tight things, I want to hear about it. Spread your wealth of knowledge. I've got a great group of people on my channel, and very smart. And so if you've got any brilliant ideas, let's hear them, and we can talk about those, and we can get through this together, and look at it as a positive challenge, not a negative challenge. Because I'll be honest, that was kind of what was daunting me there for a while, is like, how am I going to get through these next few months? And again, that's what I had to wrap my head around this weekend, is like, I've got 2 options. Which one am I going to do? So have a good Monday, have a good week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.